Hello, hello, world. How's everybody doing out there? I see we are already full house, coming and going. We got four people, bodies, live bodies. I always thought that was the craziest thing. When I was helping out at the kids' school, I was the PTO president, and whenever they would count the kids for the day, they would ask for a warm body count. Never understood that. I asked them. I said, "What are you going to do if you have cold bodies?" And that was just something I didn't even want to consider. Is there anybody here? Anybody else wants to say hi? Let's see here. See a few different names that I recognize. Hello, Sue. Always love seeing you. And let's see. Matter of fact, I believe that's the right link. If anybody wants to come in and say hi, then we'll do that. Trying to figure out exactly what we want to talk about tonight. I got lots and lots and lots and lots of different things that I can talk about. Anything, anytime, anywhere, with anyone. So if you got a good subject, hey Kayla, there's my girl. I see you there. Yay. Let's see. Anybody else? Kayla, you want to pop in and say hi for a second? Click on that and follow the links. Let's see. Sue.
And
Maybe
Kyron.
Kyron's there too? Of course. We would all want to see Kyron. No, thank you. Okay, fine. Be that way. Is anybody else interested in coming up? Because that's what makes
There's
everything
Momo.
interesting to me. Hello, Momo. Hello, Momo. I set that up, but I don't know if it actually did it yet. Matt, could you make sure that it drops for her?
What drops for?
Momo's link. She's watching us. Hey, Brittany. There's my girl with her new baby. Oh, I would love to be able to go and see it. You know, especially those of you who haven't done this before that may have come over from Facebook. If you click that link, if you look at where I've got Texans Down Under, when I made the comment earlier, actually, I'll do it again. If you click on that and follow the links, then you can come up and I can share the screen with you and we can talk all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, Brittany comes to your live, but not mine.
Well, that's because I also posted mine in Facebook because
So
I
did
have
I.
more friends in Facebook.
And I reshared it to my Facebook.
I've got so many people out there that I love. Sue, I cannot tell you how much I love your shout outs. You are amazing. I always like hearing your voice. Let's see here. 351 Cleveland. Let's get some people talking a little bit here. We've got our little emojis. Let's see who's who. Let's see who's who. Anybody want to share? Nope. All right. Well, let's see here. If nothing else, if nobody's going to come up on the screen, somebody type in I don't know, something that you know I like to talk about. Let's see where we go from there. Hmm? Lost in Hillbilly Translation. They come to your lives. You know, there's a lot of people that I get used to seeing them on his, but not always on mine. Let's see here. Well, because I haven't had much. I'm normally in the background on him, is what I'm doing. Anyone else? Ah, candy. Yes, Momo, I'll talk about my candy. Um, I make, for those of y'all who don't know, I make peanut brittle, fudge, pralines, divinity. It's all from home and it's family recipes. Family's a big, big, big deal for me. Do family history and do genealogy and all of that and way, way back. But for making my candy, all the recipes are from our family, at least three generations or more. Matt, isn't there a jar over there? Hand me that jar right there. Gimme, gimme. All right. And my business is Mason Jar Candies, and you can find that at masonjarcandies.com. And this is an example. And if you look and see, that's the peanut brittle. It's not like that hard stuff you see at you get anywhere else. and it is nice and flaky and crunchy. Hello, Maria Dobson. Thank you. And Lance, hello to you. Um, oh, Brittany, I hope you can put me on quiet, or if you want, I can sing to her later. Help her go to sleep. But I also make fudge. It's brown sugar fudge. That I'm not brown sugar fudge. The old-fashioned sugar fudge, where it's nice and firm. It's not like that goopy stuff in the
Maria is
mall.
a moderator in your channel now.
Okay,
She is very good at finding trolls.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Maria, for joining in and helping out. I definitely appreciate it. Um, Getting everything kind of going here. And I also make pralines, Southern Creamy Style and Divinity. If anybody knows, Matt, Brittany said hi to you. If anybody knows about Divinity, it's a white, cloudy, it's a nougat, and it's very soft and white. And
What?
okay, anyway, but Divinity is very hard to make. If the humidity is a little too much or whatever, then it won't. So they call it Divinity because you pray the entire time.
Butterflies and unicorns.
Yes, I saw that. But will he have rainbows? That's what I want
He
to know.
had rainbows on the top one. Rainbows.
Oh, there it is. Rainbows and unicorns. Let's see here. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Some of the other things I like to talk about, like I said, I do genealogy. So got family from all the way what's now Czech Republic. My great-grandparents on my dad's side came over in 1903 and 1907. And if anybody's familiar with the Galveston area in the Moody House, my great-grandmother started working there as a nanny, and my great-grandfather started working there as a carpenter after the storm in 1900. And they met there and fell in love, and the rest of us come from that. But it's kind of a neat connection there. Let's see. What else do we have? I want somebody to come up. So much easier to talk when I've got someone to talk to. Conversation. Let's see. Lance, you're a Hawaiian fisherman. Are you still in here? Randomly grabbing
Yes.
people's names. Okay.
Uncle Willie's in there somewhere too.
Okay, well, Uncle Willie, you want to click, huh? Let's see. Kayla, are you still in here? Or are you putting that boy down to sleep? Kyron. That's the boy. Let's see here. Yes, the fudge is very, very good. Have you ever had the old-fashioned sugar fudge? It's firmer, and when you cook it on the stove, it's still a little bit higher temperature. The first time I saw fudge at the mall and tried some, it was that goopy stuff. I looked at my friend, and I was truly trying if I needed to, if I should tell the manager that they didn't know how to make their fudge set right. It was just all soft and goopy as far as I was concerned. Now I know what it's like, and I know that that's just what they like, and it's it's good in its own sense, but it's definitely not my Aunt Edna's fudge, that's for sure. Technically, my mama's Aunt Edna. Thank you very much. I did see that. I appreciate that very, very much. I try to go around and all the people that are that support Matt a lot, because like I said, I'm in the background of his quite a bit, which is why I don't get much put up. But it's always good to see names. Let's see. Dobson.
Like I said, I had at least 3 more last night for Living MN. Here's one. And for a couple other people. I think Frontier's going to try to come in.
Okay. Well, I know that this networking and everything, some of what I used to do in my background is, oh, yes, Maria, so you know what kind I'm talking about. Yes, it definitely is. And I've got, let's see, when I'm selling my candy, just so you know, the quart size jar like this of peanut brittle is $10. Fudge without pecans is in a quart size jar that is $10 for a pound of fudge. And then candies with pecans, pralines, pecan brittle, fudge with pecans, any of those, Divinity, they're in pint size for the same price. Let's see here. Anybody in here do much traveling? I've loved traveling. My dad was in the Army for 20 years. I loved being able to pick up here and there and just new cultures, new places to be, new experiences. Is Cassidy in here? No, not yet. Oh, okay, great. Could somebody check that drop is working yet? I set it up, but it may not be working. So someone could just type drop. I'd appreciate it so we could test that. Yum. Let's see. Oh, and I do mail candy. And at the holidays with, I do them by the batches. I'll sell a batch for $20 without pecans, $30 with, and no, it is not working. I wonder if I go over here, and let's see if we can get it to work. I'm very afraid I'm about to click off this page. Hold on. Commands, custom. Yeah. Says everyone. Edit actions. It should be active. I'm not sure why it's not. I saw that. Who was that? All right. Well, Fishtails, I'm glad you were able to stop in for a little while.
Willie D. Hello.
Absolutely. I know. I don't know why it's not working. Let me see. We did that with Matt's that first night.
Open Nightbot?
Oh, it's in here. To the best of my knowledge, it's all connected. Do I have it under? Yep, I've got it in Texans. Nope. That's all good. Account, home. I don't know. Let's see. Let me double check that. I'm not sure if I can do it from here. I thought I had, though. Well, I'm going to have to do that when I can look at all the different screens. I know I did it on Matt's. I may not have ever have gotten it set up on mine. So tonight, people are going to have to do double duty and look up links. And I think Matt's been working to get everybody set up as mods that are in here. Correct, Matt?
The people that need to be mods are mods.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Good night, Brittany. I'm glad that I at least got to see you typing if I didn't get to see your beautiful face. You have got such sweet kids, and I am so happy when I'm on Facebook and I'm able to see them.
Good night, Brat.
Near Cassidy.
Hi. My phone's dead.
This is Cassidy. Oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Why is your phone dead?
Hello,
You weren't
Tina.
hardly even on it today. All right, thank you very much. She was actually just got it
She's cleaning by her chair because she doesn't like to throw away her wrappers. I found a lot of wrappers.
Should we go and take a look in right now?
I at
Your
least
stuff?
try and throw them away.
No. No, she does not.
Maria's saying hi to you.
Hello, Maria.
Maria's saying hi to Cassidy.
Aunt Marie.
And Tina is in. Apparently, I didn't. Oh, and
Yes,
Polar Bear,
Tina Ladybug.
Tina Ladybug,
Yeah.
and let's see. Oh, yes, this is something that we started doing. If anybody, when we're running around going to parks and things like that, going to the zoo or the beach or
Can I show
even
him
to
something?
church sometimes. Let me show.
Please.
What?
This. If you watch My Hero
Casty.
Academia, you will recognize that character.
Casty decorated this for us. This is our Charge It bag for when you're on the go. Just took a canvas bag and put grommets in the back, if you can see that.
This is what it used to look like.
And then in here is
An $80.
shush. It's a charger, a travel charger, and we have different kinds of cords.
For those of you who don't
And
know what
I
grommets are.
even have extra stuff to be able to charge it on the go. And believe me, it has been fantastic. Let's see.
When we remember to plug it in.
Tina Maria, Ladybug. Let's see here. Dotson. Polar Bear. Sue's still here. Yay.
Sweet TV.
I don't know if you know it, Sue, but we talk about you quite a bit even when you're not streaming. You've just been, I don't know.
And
There's
also,
really something. There's other
we
people.
have a dog named Sue, and whenever
Yeah.
we're calling him, we go, Sweet.
Yes, his name is Sue, but it's spelled like the Native American tribe, Sioux. And he's
Almost said it
boy.
was French.
Yeah, it is.
French.
Yes, it is. But it's the way they do the spelling for the Native American. Which understanding was the spelling according to the French people who met them at the time.
Hi.
She already did. Come on. Let's see. Anybody want candy? I mean, little, let's see. Suey. I always say Suey, but my understand is that yes, exactly. You got it, Polar Bear. That's exactly where it comes from. He's a boy named Sue.
It's a song.
What-
Ask Uncle Willie, he'll come sing it for you.
Let's see. All right. How about this? Everybody make a comment that you've ever been to. Like if you've been to another town, another state, another country, tell me where your favorites are. Who knows? Who knows?
Fishing.
That's not a country.
Yes, it is.
Turkey's a country. Fishing isn't
Fishing
a...
frustrations.
Mm-hmm.
The Blue Ridge Mountains.
Y'all probably heard what you just said. Oh, Glacier Falls, Montana. Montana's beautiful.
Your mom said Turkey and
Yes.
Alaska. Tell her she has to pick one. She can't put both of them.
Well, let's see here. I'm going to try something real quick. I have albums on OneDrive. I'm going to try
Tina
to...
Ladybug says she's never been out of the U.S.
That's okay. There's plenty of
Neither have I.
Florida. Florida is beautiful. Unfortunately, the main time I got to see Florida, though, was in 2004. I was working for FEMA as an inspector. And 2004 was when all those hurricanes went through, back to back to back. And the places I saw had been hit pretty hard. But Matt's got a sister that lives in Florida.
Pensacola.
Southeast Ohio. Hocking Hills, Florida. Let's see here. I know Mom was talking about with Turkey and Alaska. I was just up in Alaska. I got to go up there with my aunt 2019. Was helping her move a bunch of stuff. I'm going to try to go though. Let me see if I can do. I'm going to screen share with my computer. How does that work? There. I want that. Share screen. Okay. And I want to go to this one here. And if we go to places, No, that's me. Is this it here? Can y'all see it, or have I shared it yet? Is that actually on the screen?
It's on the screen. Can you make it bigger?
Okay. Maybe I can do that. Does that help? Can you see that better? That is not what I wanted. Places. I want places, not just tags. Okay. And we're going to go to Canada. Aha. When we were going through Alaska, there was a bunch of just gorgeous, gorgeous places. But my middle name is Birch. And this right here is a town, not a lake in Alaska called Birch, Alaska. And boy, it's taken a while for this to show up. How bad does that look? Does that look good? Does that look all right? Because I'm on this other screen. I can't see how things look for you.
Phone, so.
Yep. How's it look? Can y'all see much of it?
It's different.
Okay. Let's see here. Baby whose legs comes first during delivery, parents. Oh, really? All right. So let's go back to just me. Here, we're going to remove that. I was trying to see how it worked. I was 9 pounds, 10 ounces. Oh my goodness gracious, Dobson. Oh my word. I'm sure your mom said a few things that were explicit.
Look.
Oh, I'm back over here.
Look.
Yes.
Or is that the pictures you had?
That's from the computer.
Okay.
That's from this.
I thought somebody was trying to get.
Mm-mm.
Sue, do you want to come up, Sue? You were on my first live. You can be on hers too.
Well,
or even saying, Willie.
She was saying her name. It means basically a baby that comes breech. Dobson was 9 pounds, 10 ounces and was breech.
I can believe that.
Oh my goodness gracious.
He was pain in the butt from the beginning.
Matthew Kraft, oh boy. He tried to do that. He was breech, and at a month and a half before he was born, his not only was his breech, but his head was already 9 centimeters across. So there was no way I was having that boy other than as a C-section. Yes, that's what happened. So we went in, we're doing it, and poor Matt, he's seeing everything because that little curtain doesn't really cover much. And they've already cut, and then they go to bring him out, and the doctor says, I thought we were having a baby, not a toddler. And that's how Matthew Kraft came into the world. All right, how did he say it?
He said,
I was drugged.
I thought we were having a preemie. Oh, that's right. No preemie. That's a
toddler.
Toddler.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He was a month early, and he was still a good-sized boy. And that has not changed. I really appreciate when y'all go and share the love to everyone. That's part of what I was saying with this is neighborhood watch. So you can watch each other and get to learn a little bit more of who's in the neighborhood and expand our neighborhoods. That's how we all know and show and grow. Let's see. 140 stitches. Oh, dear Lord. Let me see here. Let's see. With babies, Momo, if you watched her introductory video, she was a nurse for 45 years. I mean, as far as we're concerned, she still is. But she was working at hospitals, and she also did home health and a bunch of different stuff. But her major focus was NICU. So those teeny, tiny babies. But then my kids were early, and they still were not teeny tiny. Let's see here. Let's see. So who's all here? We have 8 wonderful people in the house. Isn't that how it's done? Get this party, something like that. Let me see here. Is everybody on here other than Sue? Is everybody from? Is there anybody else from out and about? Matt, I don't recognize who's who on stuff like that.
Well, the Dobson Express is from outer space.
Oh, okay, well, there's always that. Anybody for some Southern tea? My grandma was a nurse and worked in the nursing home.
Tina Ladybug is from Texas.
Yes.
In Tyler.
Maria, that's I've got a lot of respect for that. My mom worked with babies, and I remember her coming home. She worked night shift, and always talked about either so excited because a baby went home, or so upset because they didn't make it, and I didn't think I'd be able to handle it. So I was the first in our generation. Well, let's see, great grandmother was a midwife. Grandmother was a nurse. My mom was a nurse. I was supposed to be a nurse. I see that alien there, Dobson. But I was afraid I wouldn't be able to do it. And then went to, ended up taking care of my grandfather the last few weeks of his life. And I enjoyed it. And it was hard when he passed, but I'm really glad that I was able to spend that time with him. And then on my mom's side of the family, when her mom passed away, I spent a lot of time at the hospital with her and everything. And I don't know, to me that seemed easier than when you have a baby. The thought of them not making it, I just wouldn't be able to handle. You don't want to see anyone move on, but sometimes elderly people they're ready. They've made their peace. And that's a big deal. At that point, they need to just be shown respect. Too few people do that. They look at someone elderly and they don't see who they used to be. Thank you, Matt. Hit that thumbs up, folks. He's got my phone over there, too. Let's see here. I'm going to have to make sure I make Nightbot a moderator, so that next time they can do half the work for us. Mom, if you came on, well, you've already. Yep. So we're not.
But if Mama wants to come up, she can.
Okay.
There won't be no problem.
Like, you want to sing with me? Sing one of your songs?
And she can turn her camera. She don't have to turn her camera on if she doesn't want to.
Okay. Did you hear that, Mom?
And I think
if you want to come on, you can hit the link and come up, and we could sing one of your songs. You don't even have to show your camera. Otherwise, I guess I can just do it. Hello. Well, hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing really good. With my birthday this last weekend.
Yeah, I didn't want to come up because I was in your topic.
But it's so much easier. Just regular talking, I can do that if that's what needs to be done. But I so prefer to talk with someone.
Thank you, Maria.
Yeah.
But so you were saying that that's how you got your name? Was being
actually Greek? It's not my real name.
Okay.
My real name is Lenny, Lenie. Yep. They just give me an acronym because my mom said when she delivered me to the earth, so my legs come first. That's what it called me. I mean, they called me, it's Suvi.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know what's the real term in your place.
Say that again.
Uh, I don't know what the terminology you use in your
Right.
place when you get. I mean, when you deliver a baby and then the legs comes first. So here in the Philippines, we call it here suwi.
Here we call it breech.
Okay. So at least now you know the Filipino term of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we know. Yeah. We see.
Yeah.
We just call you Stu because I figured that that it was a extended word. Is there echo on my side? Why? I'm not sure. All right. Is that better?
Mm.
It's hard to tell.
I can see a short box.
And stop that one.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Does that seem to be any better?
I'm using I was kind of shy on showing up because of, you know.
Yes. Wait a minute. Mom, what you need to do is you're going to click on that link, and then it's going to tell you to copy it, and then you go into Safari. Paste it into Safari, and then you can bring it from there. Depending on how she's got it set up. But so have you traveled from the Philippines? I mean, I know you speak English really well. You speak some Spanish. I think maybe you've even heard a little German.
Sad to say, no. Never been traveled to out of the country.
Really?
And yeah, how I wish, but distance and financial won't permit me to. I just
I
wish.
understand that.
But my sister married an Aussie man. So, like in a few years from now, she wants me to visit Australia. And
wow.
I hope,
Yes.
yeah. And I hope I can find some job in there when I get there. So I'm starting processing some docs, and I hope I'll be granted. How I wish I can visit you there too in Texas.
Well, maybe one of these days we'll be able to do that.
Yeah. And
I'm
I
not
also,
sure.
I'm also hoping and wish that you guys can visit Philippines here too, so that I can tour you around and to save some place, to a safety place to go, and the beautiful spots here. Someday when COVID is okay.
I would love to go there. I really enjoyed when I lived in Puerto Rico. The beaches were beautiful. It reminded me when I saw that video the other day. Why am I having?
Because you don't have that.
Okay.
You'll have to figure out how to turn it off.
Okay, Frontier. How do I turn it off? How do I get rid of my echo?
Back here.
There's only
I am in
one
phone.
Wait. Sorry, folks. I'm going to try to get. Oh, no, I know what I'm doing. Sorry. One moment, please.
Hello. Did we get rid of the
I can
echo?
hear you.
Can y'all hear him?
I can hear you, Matt.
Audio.
Yeah, your audio is good.
Okay, can y'all hear him now?
Mhm. So how many viewers you got now down there? You got no audio. I can't hear you. Sing me a song again, Daddy.
No.
Yep.
Any?
That was the audio. It's okay.
I'm trying, folks. Hold with. No. Now unmute me. There you go. Still nothing? I'm trying, Frontier. Please just hang with me here. Trying to go back and forth between having it and not having it. Audio. See? Don't be groping me.
Ask me, can I hear you now?
Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Texans.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Matt. Okay.
So
this is- Now I'm being told there's still an echo, though. Not sure why. All right. Let me see here. Only got the one. Man. I'm sorry. You're doing so well.
Sing me a song again, Daddy. I can't hear you. I think you lost your audio.
Do them. But there's the echo.
Okay.
Hello.
You almost look like a Santa Claus.
All right, we're gonna do.
My beard is not that white.
Yeah. You need to
Yes,
dye if you want.
No.
Yeah. That's cool. Don't touch anything on that. Where are you at?
I'm
You
not.
go outside?
I'm not hearing any echo.
Oh. Okay. Sounds like an audio static. Yeah. No audio from Texan. That happens when, especially if we're just started, you know. Need more adjustments.
Why was Willie trying to call me?
I don't know.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right. Do you have me now?
Yep.
And do I have microphone?
Echo on you.
And he says that even thank you. Let's bring somebody else in and let's see.
Does anybody have YouTube open in the background?
I do
Hi
not.
there.
The volume
Got
is turned
Nightbot,
up,
StreamYard.
and I'm outside.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
Matt's
StreamYard.
echoed and Renee's echoed. I'm echoed.
Yeah. And I don't know unless it's something with. Hold on.
Maybe StreamYard got tired.
All right. Talk to me.
Still
So are you getting
echoed.
echo?
Echoed.
You're still getting an echo. Okay. Because I'm gonna try then.
Now you can go out and come back in as long as there's people in the family. It won't shut down.
Hey, babe. Go to audio and click echo. Please.
I did.
She did.
Did you use your phone, Big Matt? Are you using phone, Big Matt?
What was
The
that?
Sue is the only one that's not echoing.
Did you use your phone?
Yes.
Oh. So can you see the live chat or the chat box?
Only if I click on chat.
Okay. I tried here, but I can't see anybody.
So you don't have
so I
YouTube
just,
open at the same time, right?
I
Right.
just want to say hello to everyone because I don't see any of you.
Okay. Well,
Where are
I'm
you?
glad I got to see you. Echo or no echo, I'm glad I got to see you. All right. Just a minute. I'm gonna try a couple other little things here. I wonder if I can do this. And I don't want to remove me, but how do I do just watch it? No. Hello.
Oh, hi.
I was trying to figure out how to do just the two of y'all and see what that did. Honestly, I think part of what the problem is I think the speakers from my computer are feeding in the microphone of the camera.
Oh,
And
You got speakers on the computer?
right, and I'm trying to figure out how to.
Yeah. When you put the headphones in, you'll probably have to switch it manually over the headphones.
And that's what I was trying to do. Yep, that's mom. Mom's trying to come in.
Yeah, if you got to come out with speakers, that's what's causing.
All right, I'm gonna try this. And have it do. Have an idea. Okay. Now let's see. If I change the microphone over. Mom, I'm gonna bring you in. Just give me a minute. Hold on.
Boogity.
Hi, Mama. Say hello.
Mama, what's up?
hello, Mama.
Hi.
Is Sue in there? Oh, she's with Cassidy right now. Okay.
I saw your beautiful Mama.
I can't understand everybody.
Are you getting too many echoes, Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody echo.
I'm going.
All right.
Except Sue. Sue's the only one not echo.
Am I going dub?
Audio. Hello, Matthew.
Yeah.
Dub, am I echoing?
No, apparently you're the only one that's not.
Yeah, you're not, Sue. Everybody else is, but you're not.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, wait a minute. Speakers.
How are you, Mama?
Okay.
How did you do the avatar?
Yeah, I was trying to do the avatar also, and I couldn't get it to work.
When you turn your camera
number
on,
one.
you can hit your little blue thing where it's got the blue name underneath of it. It says edit avatar, and you can upload any picture you have on your device.
Okay, we'll try that one soon.
But see, you can upload 10 at a time, so I can sit here and just change the picture while I'm live.
Yeah, that's cool. Wow. I need to learn that.
Am I still echoing?
Yep. Everybody echoing.
Okay.
Are you subscribed to StreamYard, Texans? We can have up to 12 guests, I think.
I can have up to 6 with the version I have right now.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Everybody, I'd like y'all to talk in a minute here. I'm muting my. All right. It says try going out. Okay. Everyone stay on the panel. All right. So nobody go nowhere. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
Where are you going? Are you going to edit your Nightbot? I think Pebble is a little bit tired. That's why Nightbot's not showing in your chat box. So how are you, Dub?
I'm all right.
Yeah. So
I'm still
you got
getting
big channels now?
I hear myself
What about
twice.
Mm-hmm. What about your channel? Is it going good? Growing?
Yeah. We recently hit 2,000 subscribers. Doing pretty good.
Wow. I'm jealous.
Well, I got my first 1,000 subs going to Grow Streams. A lot of them came from the Philippines over there. Do you know Joyce Bernstein?
Mm-hmm. So you got the monetized already?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Been monetized for over a year.
Have you started receiving your revenue?
It took me from September 18th to January 30th to get monetized.
Wow. Me just got monetized like last June. So I'm still catching up some stuff on YouTube. Glad
Thanks,
to glad to meet you here. I don't see any viewers in my phone, so I can't greet anybody coming.
Yeah, I wish StreamYard would fix that about the chat. Where if we open up chat as a guest, it covers the whole screen.
Yeah. So I presume you are doing lots of live streaming. What's your time slot? So I may might visit you then.
And see if you're on a laptop or computer and you're on StreamYard, you can see the chat while you're on there.
So are you engaged in fishing stuff too?
Fishing?
Wow. That's cool.
You got echo, Mama?
Is Mama in bed already?
I think we lost everybody except for who's on the panel while we're trying to fix this. I'm sorry, folks. I don't know.
It's crazy. It's acting like StreamYard. It's acting like YouTube's open somewhere, but I figure it's just your speaker.
But I can show you. I mean, let me see here. How do I
But
do
even
this?
then, when you were gone, we still had the echo. So that makes no sense.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes me feel a little better then.
Yeah. When you were off here, we still had the same echo.
Okay. Because I was going to show you. This is what I've got. Share screen. Just a second. See, did it work? Come on. Can y'all see what I've got on my screen?
Yeah. Changing the mode.
There we go. See? Even with this? I don't know. Can you see everything? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
See, I don't
cool.
have anything else open.
How did you do that? When I had
Screen share.
Down at the bottom, there it says share, and you just tell it. It'll ask you, do you want to share the whole screen, or just the a tab, or all of what's on Chrome, or what?
Mhm.
I have a question.
There you go.
What's your question?
Do you have YouTube open as well?
That's what I just showed everybody.
Yeah, see, man, I thought it was her speakers causing it too, but when she was off the panel, we still had an echo.
Right. Even when I was reloading and everything, it wasn't there. So
Hi, number one.
I'm sorry, Mom. I understand. Mom had to get off.
Okay, thanks, and I'll be back. I'll get my sister's here, and like she will ask something for me, so I'll be back in a few
All right.
moments.
Okay, sure. And if nothing else, if we just get all this fixed and everything, it'll be a lot better. We'll get it all figured out.
But overall, you did a good job in your spinning. So
Okay.
I'll see you later, and I will have you in my background. Just continue that.
Good. Okay.
Okay. So,
All right. Take care.
bye, Godfather. See you later, and
Yes, ma'am.
everybody. Yeah. Good night to you, or good evening, and for those who want to go to bed, sweet dreams. So I'll
Okay,
catch
good
you
night.
later.
Okay, talk
Thank
to
you,
you later.
Anita, for having me in your live stream. Take care always. I'll send you my Ninja Warriors later.
Okay.
Bye bye. Take care. God bless everybody.
God bless. Okay. All right, Dobson. Now is there an echo?
Echo's gone.
Yep. Okay. Well, at least now I know that it.
Yeah,
wasn't
somebody
my
had
setup.
YouTube open.
Yep. All right. Well, now we know.
Yep.
Mom, if you're still, it says doing good. Mom went into the other room, so that's why you're seeing her pretty headboard earlier. Dad's asleep in the living room, so she could probably talk more in there anyway.
Then you'll get an echo from her.
Right. No, I'm saying him in here, so she's in there, so we're good. So, Godfather, how long have you been on YouTube? Are you there still? Oh, he muted himself.
Yeah, I was hollering,
hello.
Maria.
Oh, that's fine. All right. Better be nice, though. She was nice to me earlier, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, not actually hollering at her, just she's in the bathroom
no.
and I'm in the living room.
Yep.
So,
That's like, well, it's kind of like we're having a discussion, and there's the question, are you having a discussion or are you discussing?
yeah.
Mom, you still have an echo? All right, because we seem to have killed it here.
Yeah, I don't hear no echo.
Okay. But yeah, my parents, I've seen them go through arguing, just hollering. Matt hollers. I think that's his normal tone of voice, though. Whenever he's doing live streams, it's like we're over here going, shh, wake up the whole house. But they say they can't hear it. But it's kind of like, when you're going in the middle of the night and you want to get the cake or the cupcakes that's in the cookie box, and it's just, you go to open it and it sounds
that plastic's
like
so loud.
Oh yeah. It sounds like it's the loudest thing in the world.
Yeah, trying to eat some Doritos out of the bag with people sleeping around you. Like, this bag is so loud.
There's hey Matt, do you want these back, babe? There you go. So how long have you been doing YouTube stuff?
Me?
Yep, you.
Well, I've been watching live stream stuff for probably 3 years, but
Okay.
September 18th of 2019. Yeah, September 18th, 2019. We did our first video, and then
Okay.
January 20th of 2020 we were monetized.
Oh wow. So it was like right at a year for you.
Yeah. But like I was just saying when talking to Suey, I got my first 1,000 subs going to Grow Channels.
Oh, okay. I think I remember
So
hearing you say something about that talking to Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, and I tell people, you know, you can get subs fast that way, but you're not going to get viewers that way.
Right.
You know.
Well, something I mentioned in Sue's live earlier, that ultimately YouTube wants people to watch their commercials. There's no
Yep.
sense in paying you if people aren't watching the commercials. So or advertisements or whatever.
Anyway.
But so they're not going to monetize someone who is not generating views and is
Right.
not having people consistently enough. You know, like when I was learning sales and stuff, you have to get a whole bunch of no's before you can get a yes. Well, they have
Yeah.
to get a certain number of views before they get enough people that have actually looked at the advertisement and hopefully followed
Mhm.
through with going to it. I mean, that's just business. That's just
Yeah, because
makes
when you
sense.
get monetized, that's what you have to do. Is you have to go into Google AdSense and fill out all your stuff there, and they mail you something with the number, your login code. Yeah, it's called Google AdSense. So literally, the only thing that YouTube actually pays you for is those ads. Everything else comes from donations, super chats, memberships, you know, stuff like that. And they do not pay
Right.
you much for the ads.
Right. That was my understanding too. You know, when Matt and I have been researching some of this because, well, just being honest, physically he hasn't been able to do in the last few years what he used to do. And then when he just has gotten so involved with this, it's like, all right, well, let's look and see what are the options? You know, how would we make this work? And you know, from what I can see directly from this platform, it's not like a whole bunch of finances come from it. It's the connections from that, correct?
Yeah. You
Okay.
don't really now. If he wants to go full time with this, like I don't have a job. This is my job.
Right. Right.
And a lot of people, I know people that have actually quit their job for YouTube, and those people have brand new cars
Right.
and brand new houses now because
Right.
they have 1 million subscribers.
Right.
You know, so
And
I mean, these guys go live and they got 600. They got like 600,000 people in the chat.
Right.
You know, and when you can do
Exactly.
that, you can make it.
Then you can hire a couple of people to moderate that for you.
Right.
Yes. I can read pretty quick and I can type pretty quick, but part of my issue is that some of the people, because Matt does, when he's telling people he's watching their streams and stuff, he's going out, he's watching videos, and he's not just putting it on and then, you know, having, you know, while he's doing other stuff and just playing it. He's actually watching them. He may be watching 2 or 3 at a time between his phone and the laptop and the, you know, but when it gets to certain content, he focuses on the different things so he can actually follow along with what's going on.
Right.
So he really does know who's who and what's what. And
I try to watch as much as I can. But
right.
in some situations when people need help with their watch hours, I'll watch a few while I'm awake, but I will leave like 2 or 3 different phones running their playlist while I'm sleeping.
Exactly.
Are you gonna say hello?
You know, with different accounts.
Yes.
But when I wake up, I will go back
under.
through. But when I wake up, I'll go back through that playlist and make sure I hit the thumbs up on all those that play, and I'll try to comment on something I've seen in that video.
Now,
and if I didn't see it, I'll just leave like a fist bump and a sunglasses face or something like that.
Let me see here. I'm going to show y'all something. Now, this is a funny. This was not how the whole night went, but the other night when Matt and I went out to dinner for my birthday, let me see if y'all can see this. Do you see the picture there very well? That is,
I see Matt standing behind you.
Yes, that's Matt standing behind me while we got pictures before we went to dinner. And if you can see, there's there's Matt's phone right there with
Yeah.
YouTube. Now, we did get some good, you see, this was, he did his picture duty, you know, it did, that's the front scene. That's what you see. But
So at least he hit it from the front view.
But the thing is I mean, we've talked to our kids and stuff. Sometimes we've talked about the fact they've had their channels up for so long, and here, you know, Big Matt's just started his not long ago and is already doing so well. And I'm like, he's working it like a job.
It has nothing to do with their content or anything like that. It's going
Absolutely.
out and getting the connections like he's been doing.
Right.
Exactly.
And it's classic networking. And
Yep.
My background was computer operations, business management and stuff. So there are certain key things he does that I recognize it as in what people do that become successful. And in the past, the work he's always done has been physical labor. And I mean, you look at him and you can see it.
Oh yeah, that's the same with me. I don't know nothing about technology. I can bale hay and fix a tractor, but
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Click
And-
on rambling and give him a rich.
Okay. Oh, here, let me get this back to you, babe.
Welcome
You
back,
know how to
Mama.
do that better. There you go.
You sound better.
Anyway, yeah, there's Momo again. Mom.
I think I finally got no
Aha,
echo.
hello. Yes. We had to change a couple of things. I think we figured out where that was from. But with talking about the channels and growing them and stuff, like Mom now, she's just now starting her channel. And
Right.
so Matt's been kind of pointing out to her who's who and getting to know people and learning what other channels she'd be
Yeah, and
interested
I've
in.
actually been I've been sub to a lady for a long time that does the same thing Mama does, and she might be able to find some connections over there. Her name it's called Nani Mae's Way.
Okay,
Heard of her?
could you if anybody knows of that one and could put their link, it'd be appreciated so we can go back and
Yeah, I
grab it
can do
later.
that.
Okay. Because that's one of the other things I've talked about with Matt is that this community he's in right now is fantastic. It's wonderful and everybody's work. But the thing of it is, it's that country mindset of you help your neighbors. And that's part of why I was calling this one tonight Neighborhood Watch, is because even if somebody's in the Philippines or wherever, we've kind of made this community, this neighborhood, and being able to share that out. But when Matt's sharing channels, he doesn't care how many subscribers how many people they actually have following them. He likes what they've got. And he's going to share that out, and he's not going to do that for people that he doesn't know.
Millie and Frontier and Sui TV and her sister brought me out of a very dark place.
Yes, that's a very, very key thing. I was talking about with Matt in the past, did a lot of physical work. Let me see here. There.
I might have to get back to my notifications.
But with his what he used to do when he and I met, he was working backhoes and bulldozers and everything at a sand pit, and then when time went on and I couldn't work for a while because of health stuff, he made the choice to go from this very well paying but very seasonally dependent work and went and did retail at places like, your big outdoor stores, Tractor Supply and stuff. And it's different. It's so different.
Yep.
That's not what he's built for. And
Exactly.
What was that?
Exactly. I understand that completely.
Yep, you see him, and it's no surprise at all that he used to be on backhoes and stuff, and still knows really well how to run them. But physically, all the rumbling, he can't handle it anymore. He's 6'9".
when you're built big, because I'm not near as tall as him, but I've got the same build, the body build.
Right.
And when you're built like that, man, people take advantage of you your whole life at every job you're at.
Yep.
And your body just gets
Absolutely.
broke down.
Absolutely. And I remember the okay. Well, Ramblin', if you're about to head off, I appreciate you stopping by for a while. I'm trying to catch what's going on over there, but I'm probably going to have to just go back and look. I'm hoping Matt kind of gives me a heads up when I need to see something. But anyway,
I was trying to share links.
When Matt, the other, did all this kind of stuff. The last job that he tried to do, though, he's 40. So for most people, that's not very old. But when you've been, riding bulls and all this other stuff, playing football, the boy played football. You get hit plenty of times because you're the biggest guy on the field. And so it puts a big target on you. And it's tore him down. Last job he was at, they wanted him to hold a steel beam in place.
Right.
They wanted him to move around and stuff. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. And for too many years he did do stuff like that, even though he shouldn't have. And if you've watched any of my video stuff, you know that sometimes you just do what you got to do. But as a day-to-day job, it was tearing him up. So with doing this, he had gotten so depressed. He had really gotten frustrated. He couldn't go out and do the things that he used to do. And with doing this, it's gotten him excited again about doing things and seeing people and making friends. And it's been wonderful. It really has. So I just want to thank all of y'all. I want to thank all of y'all.
You're thinking who's your number one supporter?
Really?
I'm really not a nice guy. I just find people I like, and then I do things for them. You know what I mean? That's just being honest. I know what I am.
Well, that lady right there on the side of you, she taught me how to be civil, if nothing else. But Mama, can you hear us? Oh, you're smiling. Okay, just checking. No, that lady right there, she comes in that's a little package there, but there's a lot of
packages. It comes in big packages too.
Yeah. That woman right there followed my dad around the world for 20 years in places like Turkey and Germany, and she's only. I got a picture.
Hey, y'all see this lady right over here? Mama Mel. Yeah. Don't make her mad because she's a two-fisting, pew-pew-toting grandma and is not afraid to use them.
She just got new pew-pews recently. Let's see. Aha, I did do that. I'm learning. Mom.
Yeah, I'm a
okay.
A gun-toting lady now.
Oh, pew pew. You gotta say pew pew.
And also, we love her.
Oh, pew pew.
I mean,
I'm a pew pew.
She has 2 grandkids that love her and would go to the end of the earth to protect her.
She's got more than 2.
She got more than 2.
More than 2. Yeah.
She's a great grandma now.
Yep.
2 times
like
over.
I've been an aunt for years, but now I'm a great aunt. Right, Mom?
That's right. You're a great aunt. You have been for years.
Thank you. Was that Carpin saying I lifted 18 ton of concrete wall panels yesterday by hand. I feel the pain. I'm sure you do. My dad's always been a hard worker too. That's hard for him right now because he's getting to where physically he can't do it. And you can see the frustration.
And you can tell him about the hospital stuff, but you cannot say that word, the C word. You cannot say
okay. Good to know. All right.
Well,
Matt's
I just figured out. Well, we was trying to find that Nani Mae for you, and apparently she deleted her channel.
Oh wow! I hope there wasn't any problems with, like, I know things happen. I've heard
No, she
already.
she was a wild old
Scott,
lady.
yes, I've seen
She
those.
fit into my chat pretty good back in the day. So
I'm
she might have just
fairly
gave up,
close
or
to
she
him
might
in
have
that,
she might have
but I
got in
don't have
trouble on her own.
no metal. I only have metal in my head.
Well, it's real easy to get in trouble, especially. I mean, I started doing the live streams for our church, and a few months ago, I knew some stuff about computers, but the last time I'd used a camcorder, it was a VHS. I have an iPhone, but I hadn't used a Mac.
Hey,
all these other
you
things.
hijacked mine, so I need to hijack yours for a minute.
Okay, Matt wants to hijack things. Just a second. Here you go, babe. Ouch. Go for it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Hey, Scott. Just to let you know, I'm not that far off. Mine's just not in my neck. I don't know if you can see or not, but you see this scar right here? I got me a nice, pretty steel plate right there. So I'm not too
What's
far
the other
off.
guy look like?
Way worse.
There you go.
So, but and to your answer, Scott, those pictures that you sent me on Messenger, I've seen them in your live before. I think it was in your live. You may have sent them to me on Messenger before. You don't lead with your head when you're tackling. No matter what sport it is, if it's football or I think that what you were playing was rugby, I wouldn't want to play that. That's a blood sport. Okay, I will send them to him. I'm not showing him on here though.
18 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper.
And deeper in debt. Better
That's
watch it
been in
'cause I'll
my head
start
ever
singing
since
your
Carson
song.
dropped that comment.
Yeah, you better watch it there because I'll start singing that song to make you cry.
Oh, I love that song. I can hit them basses, man. I can hit them bass notes.
Yeah.
It's the high notes I have a problem with.
Well. And yes, I'm looking at that computer that I don't like the. It's hard for me to see the writing. Number one, be yourself. You can show me nothing makes me sick. Number one, be yourself. If you want to see him, you'll have to ask Scott for him. It's not a matter of sick. We're just not going to show him on here.
There you go.
I won't.
Yeah, you know, Maria's weird like that too. Maria can see a person cut clean in half, not bother her. If somebody throws up around her, it's all bad.
Now maybe that's a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Hi, that's a lot better. Howdy.
We're going to get Mama to do what's up one of these days.
Can you say that, Mom?
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
See how it works?
Quack, quack, quack.
No, what we need to do is you need to do your Donald Duck sneeze.
Okay. Scott will show you number one on Thursday.
You're going to have to sit up more, though.
Suey back.
You ready for me to sneeze? As Donald Duck?
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh my goodness.
What? I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to hear something better than that? She can walk outside on the front porch, and I can be in the back South 40 at the fence line, far in, and she can whistle, and I'll hear her.
Nice. I've never been able to do that either. I can whistle, but I can't do that loud. That one you can hear a mile away. I can't do it.
We need to take you off of Wi-Fi.
That's how she calls me for dinner.
You know, Elvis couldn't whistle either.
But he could
Elvis
carry a
Presley.
tune.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
So he
every
didn't have
time
to
you
whistle.
watch the Elvis Presley movie and there
There
was
you
a whistling part in that song, somebody else had to do that part for him.
When I was a kid, you know, friends, we'd get together when we lived on base, and they're like, okay, well, how far from the house can you go? I said, well, I just have to be able to hear Mom whistle. They're like, oh, well, that's not very. I'm like, no, you don't understand. As long as we stay on base, we're probably good.
When I started pushing buttons,
You did.
That works.
Yeah, he's been pushing buttons for a long time. It's like his son.
I'm good at it.
We're born to do it. We can't help.
Uh-huh. We say that Cassidy is our daughter is our son's favorite video game.
In my,
You know,
I don't
what
know if
button
you
to
can
push.
see the chat, so I'll tell you. Maria Dobson says, "OMG, LOL, Mama, I love it."
There you go.
Well, we could do a couple of different things. Wendy Stays
Good night,
on get
number one.
online to sing some of my songs.
Yep.
And also make some leather in front of the camera. See what things we can do.
And
Maybe
you know,
go
that'd
out
be
and see
awesome.
my horse.
You could do a voiceover on a little video clip and make it a short video, put on your channel. You can do all kinds of stuff with that. People love that, man. People love it. There's a guy that does Sling Blade voices and Mickey Mouse voices when he goes through drive-thrus, and them guys got millions of subscribers.
Isn't it amazing? I saw one lady, she just smashes her face into food.
Yeah.
I mean,
This one guy, he's got over 1 million subs, and I can still do Sling Blade better.
man, I don't, you know, I realize that no matter what you do, there's probably somebody out there that wants to see it. But
oh yeah,
some of it just blows my mind.
You can do Sling Blade and I'll do Shrek.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, Matt?
He can do Sling Blade and I'll do Shrek.
Okay.
I always mess up that accent trying to do Shrek.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe that's better. But some of the things, you know, like I was asking before, what do you want to talk about? Because there's so many different things I've done and been around and stuff. And then, you know,
yes,
Mom,
Frontier, she can.
leave
you can't see the chat. Frontier's saying, I bet Momo can make a nice leather knife sheath.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And yes, she can. If
Momo
gives me permission, I'll go get one.
I can make a sheath to your knife, and I can make a holster to your gun.
So somebody give me a knife and send it to Momo, and then she can make a sheath, and I'll pay her for the sheath.
That sounds good. I'll give you the address.
Yeah, Ramblin says, okay, I'll send it.
All right. Do they have the address already, Matt? I think they do, probably. Ramblin?
Probably.
Yeah.
If not, all you have to do is look at my Facebook, and there you go.
Right. Ramblin, I shared your link out in a couple different places too. So let us know, let Matt know if it's helping you out any. So I know for future references, because the way I did it, because I made a post on my community page that I put all those links on that you sent me on Messenger. And then when I did my mail call video, I put all those links and the channel names in the description. So I want to know, I'd like to know how it progresses, how, you know,
right.
how much good it does.
Hey, by the way, Willie.
What?
Uncle Willie, I got your knife. It's right here.
What is that? Yeah.
I squish your head. Does anybody remember that? Wait, I squish your head.
Squish my head.
I squish my head.
Yeah, that's all right, Ramblin. Give it tomorrow evening probably. It'll be back.
But wait.
When I do it, YouTube gives it back because YouTube don't want me going off on YouTube.
hold on, wait a minute. And you're showing my puppy dog. That's
Oh,
a boy named Sue. And
Yep, this is
he's-
Sue.
yep.
For a
Doobie-doobie-doo.
reference, that's a California king that he's sprawled out across.
The
He's a
California
big
what?
old boy.
He's just a little puppy.
He is. He's what is he, Mom? A little over a year?
Yeah, he's just no,
No, he's 2
he's
years.
2 years old.
Because remember, he was born while I was in Washington. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Daddy just
Oh,
showed
what
up.
a life. What's up? What's up?
All right.
Oh, what a life. We've been sharing you out. I don't know if you've grown any.
Yeah,
And
you're
I
in both
tell
those
you-
posts I was just talking about also.
Yep. I was talking to somebody earlier that's supposed to come check you out for sure because she wants to do the keto dieting. So I told her, I said, the best person that I know is Oh What a Life. He does it all on YouTube. I'm sure he has other platforms that he's on too. So
Man, I gotta go back and check my subscriptions. If somebody y'all might want to check out, I know there too that I've been sub to for 2 years. Life with Keto, however you say it. I
Oh
just gotta
What a
remember.
Life.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
send it to
I
you
was
in
sub to a
Messenger.
channel for a long time called Life with Keto or something like that.
So, hey, Frontier, would you like to come up? I'll drop the link for her. Maybe. This is the computer that doesn't like me.
It's like me and Maria's iPhone.
Hey, don't be hating on iPhones because that's what we got.
Maria's iPhone does not like me at all. But
I love my iPhone.
my Galaxy don't like her either, so it's all good.
Yeah. Well, since I know she's gone, I'll tell you, I'm fixing to go get the newest iPhone.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
the
My wife
13.
heard me.
Of course I heard you.
My wife heard me.
Of course I
Yeah.
heard you.
I told her she could. get the new one too. The only thing is if we get the newest ones, we're keeping our old ones to give to our kids so that they can
Yeah.
be in the
They're both in
25th
the room.
century.
They're both in the room.
Yeah, see, she'll have to use her 8 as a trade-in. What are you trying to get? 12?
I want 13. But
I
I'm
know
trying
that,
to get the
I have
Is 12
the iPhone 12 Pro Max.
I
is
guess
the one
she's
that
trying
I
to get
have.
the XR.
Yeah, I have the iPhone 11 Pro Max.
Yeah.
And I love mine.
I think that might be the same phone Palmetto uses. And he said the same thing. He said he loves that thing.
Yeah,
I think that's the same one.
yeah, he's got the same order box as me too.
Yep.
That's what I keep saying, Frontier. I make pretty good ones with the 11, so I'm not going to complain.
That's
Anyways,
awesome. I would
well, I'm going to let Texans Down Under back on here. I just figured she's hijacked mine several times, so I figured I'd hijack hers at least once. No, oh, what a life. I am not Anita. Keep it up. Tell oh, what a life. He can come up on panel and I can pick on him.
Oh, I'll pick on anybody. Let's see here.
All right, which one's first?
Anyway, I see. There. I heard somebody. Okay. I was confused there for a second.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, what a life. Yeah, he thought
just got
he
rich.
needed to take over for a little bit. I let him think he's in charge. We're good.
I was going to go drop
Maria
his link
Dobson,
out.
you had a Momo. Yes. She is Momo to the grand, and now she
Oh, your
is.
phone died, so I can't get out
Gengar.
no more riches.
Well, He didn't plug my phone up.
Because I'm over here. Have one. Mine's almost dead too.
I only have, where's that? See, this is where the charge it bag comes in handy. See, Cassidy decorated it. This says charge it. And this cord goes into the phone. And then it goes
I've been
in.
trying to come up with something for my charger bags too.
Yep. I love it
Ziploc
because,
baggies today.
see, because now, since this is a bag also, when we're walking around like the zoo or wherever, it's coming out the side, so I don't have to worry about things falling out from the zipper. Where am I at?
Right.
There I am. Here, just a second. And do it this way because the camera keeps confusing me. Okay, so here's the bag.
Yep.
And then on there you can see the grommets. And with it coming out this way, first off, where it's connected here, that is usually too big to go through the grommet. So even if it disconnects or whatever, you know, I'm not going to lose the cord. So that was kind of a big thing. I was really glad that it worked well. And Cassidy did the decorations on it. She did all the drawings. And I put, you know, if found, and I have my candy business number on there because my regular number, if somebody calls it, then it's going to go straight to voicemail if you're not already in my contacts.
Now, what's that? What's that bag made out of? Is that like leather?
It's canvas.
Canvas.
Now I'll talk to Mom. I'm sure we could make leather ones. I'm sure that would, she'd be very happy to do that. And with that,
Well,
you
leather'd
can have
be cool, but it might get hot too.
Well, it depends on what you're using it for and when. You know, because for us, we're just, it was more a, hey, let's throw this together. And then with the price of being able to put it, you know, we were able to, I've got a few others over here that we're going to start putting them together. We normally do shows at holidays. My nose is itchy. I promise there's none of that weird stuff going on. It's just Texas allergies. Oh my word, Texas Gulf Coast. Anyway, yes, the canvas is a great material, Frontier Survival. You can do so much and it takes a beating. And you can decorate it easy. So, but we do craft shows at Christmas, and we usually have, if you ever go to my masonjarcandies.com webpage, oh, sorry, I'll bring it back. There he is. There's my grommet kit. So just regular basic size. But at the holidays, we do shows where I sell my candy. My mom sells her leather work. Matt does his blacksmithing stuff. And then my mom does, wait a minute, I already said mom does her leather. Oh, my mother-in-law does those hand-tied fleece blankets and dream catchers. Oh, dream catchers are gorgeous. And she does it all she hand does all of it. And her prices are ridiculously low. We're talking $5 for a dream catcher about that big around that's all been hand done. Oh, this is Matt's. One of Matt's.
I have to ask you.
Yes.
Can you find me on Messenger, or can I find you on Messenger?
Definitely. You can either here. I'll put. Where's the? Give me just a second here. Let me.
Good job, man.
Tell Frontier I already have
one. Let me see here. Yes, there. I'm gonna go into my
She'll fill this out.
Facebook. You see me looking really confused right now? That's because I'm trying to read the screen. Give me just a second. Okay.
Yeah, I used to make dream catchers, but I haven't done it in years.
Well,
and
you can do this. You can do one of two things. You can either go to Facebook, Mason Jar Candies. I'm trying to pull that up real quick. And then you can message me there, or I mean, you can friend me. Let me give you this. It's not like the whole world's in here right now. This is my Facebook profile, and I can promise you there's not anybody else with that same name. And then you can just friend me and then pull me up on Messenger that way.
I'm not
Okay.
even attempting that.
And yeah, 'cause I would really love to talk to you about the dream catchers and like
Absolutely.
your little pouches and definitely your candy.
Absolutely. Now here is copy link. Here's the direct link to my candy page on Facebook. It's right there. Ta-da.
Awesome.
Oh, Matt just stepped outside. I'll let him know, Frontier. But no, that name there, Rivnats, the H is silent, like the P in swimming, is what my grandmother used to say.
Rivnats. Okay.
Rivnats. Riv like a river, gnats like the bug.
Yeah.
And that is Czech, or at least now it was Austrian. The area, the zone. So many people don't realize that that area of Europe changed hands. I don't know how many times, like every other year. And my ancestors, well, Franz Rivnats, the one who came over from Austria, we always were told he came from Austria. And then if you look at the census records here in the U.S., you'll see that one year it's Austria, and then the next time they would report it as being Germany, and then the next time it was reported as being, and it's from a region just right across the border between what is now there. It's technically in Czech Republic, but like 10 miles away is Poland.
What did Frontier say?
He said that it'd like a handmade haversack.
Oh.
He said, oh.
My mother-in-law could probably make you one.
So, but yes, I've been studying all. That's the side of my family that I've got back to the early 1600s for doing the genealogy.
Tell him it's on our about page.
That's the same link, right?
Okay, I have one link there that is to the Facebook one, and here is to just our regular.
Oh, Frontier, you gonna buy me some fudge?
Oh, dude, I have not had that good homemade fudge since I was a kid, and my grandma made it, and I've been wanting some for years.
I've had a couple.
You can't. The store bought stuff is just not the same.
I've made a couple decent.
Right.
Still not great at it. I've made a couple good. Decent.
Well, and it's like the peanut brittle that I make. It's real crunchy and flaky. And I get so many people and they say, well, I don't care for peanut brittle. And it's like, what you're talking about is not brittle. It's like a chunk of glass. That's not the same. Right.
Ain't no brittle about it.
I'm so tempted right now. This is my last jar I got made right now. And just talking about it, I'm wanting to open it up. But see all those air pockets and stuff in it? I actually, if I'm mailing this, I have to package it completely different. I have to put it in a Ziploc bag before it goes in the jar. Otherwise, when it gets to someone, it's all powder.
That's
right.
That stuff that happened at the Manville High School. They can try to sweep it under the rug all they want to, but the news just was having it on the news.
Oh, really? If y'all heard
it, get shook in the mail, it'll bust it all up.
Yep. It would get all, but thankfully the time I sent it, it was to a relative. And so she was understanding, but I had to work it out.
Spoon, I wouldn't care.
Well, Matt's talked about putting it on top of ice cream before.
There you go.
The pecan brittle is off the hook when you put it on top of
can you hear him?
Pecan ice cream.
Yeah,
none of which I can eat either one anymore.
What I really like actually is peanut butter fudge. I make a brown sugar fudge. And if y'all saw over there in the chat, my mom just put up her her webpage is Crisscross Dreams. That shows all of her leather work, and I'm not kidding. Some of it is really gorgeous. Her feathers are my favorite. Matt, could you hand me, hey babe, right over there, there's the, in the frame, the one, my table where I'm sitting at is directly across. Oh, well, these work. This is one of the things Mom did. Okay. Now, if you look at these, oops, wrong side. See this right here? Those feathers? Yep. That's also leather.
Nice.
And this is some of her early stuff. This is from a couple of years ago. Where is, let me see here. Anyway, she does amazing stuff. She can bring that leather up and it looks like, actually, maybe I can do this here real quick. I'm going to go to Chris. As soon as my, here we go. There's some streams. And come on now. Everybody in the house, say hi. And bringing this up. And what I'm going to do is I am going to share.
And that's not cool.
Same thing I'm doing it.
Scott figured out how to change his thing too, and I hadn't done mine yet.
Aw.
Yeah, she's doing the same thing I'm doing.
Trying to get it over to.
You're losing people because you're not talking.
Okay. All right, baby. Just hold on just a second. I am bringing up this right here. I'm able to get it. We're going to go to this tab. That one right there. And share. Now, can you see it? Yes, there we go. So this is Mom's page. And if we go through and look at some of her photos here, then you can see what I'm talking about. It's going awful slow. But with the other candy that I make is pralines, and I make the pralines that's the like from New Orleans, and the creamy kind, not the chewy type. See, here's Matt's mom right here, and her, and that's me. There we go. That's Matt's mom, and all of her leather that she does, and you can see her dream catchers up there. And can y'all see these things that I'm putting up?
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Learning how to do all this. It's going to show. Oh, see, like here's one of her feather. This is one piece of leather here. And if you look along there, do you see where it's lifted up? That's not glued on. That's actually lifted up from one piece of leather.
Wow.
That is really nice.
And she has, boy, this is going slow. This is a holster that someone requested, and so she designed it and everything. These are trading cards that she does. She's in a group on Facebook where people make their own leather trading cards, and it's a good way for them to practice and to also see other ways that people do stuff.
Thank you, Willie.
And let me see here.
That is so neat.
You can see right there where that one's lifted up. That was one that she had special request for. Let me see. All of these she carries. Those are fun. There you go. This one right here, you can see she does all the tooling, dyeing, stitching, all of it by hand. There you go. That's awesome. A good example.
Looks like great.
Yep. So that's what my mama does. But you know, that's one thing since we homeschool. I'm glad that my kids are getting a chance to see all these different things that they can do. you know, you don't have to do the 9 to 5 and be in the gopher farm, you know, at least that's what we used to call the cube farm.
3
And
millimeters
yep,
thick.
Mom's still there. Go ahead.
Oh, I was reading what Mama put in chat. She said 3 millimeter thick.
Yep. Yep. She's got, and she has all the stuff to do. Like, she has a ton of different colors that she can dye it and she can paint it. Pretty much if you tell her what you want, she'll go through. She's we'll do like emails back and forth, and now obviously video stuff's even easier to do. So you can show her exactly what you want, and she'll keep in contact with you the whole time.
Right.
Let me see here.
Cutie, what's up?
Hello, Cutie. And then Hilljack Catfishing. I don't think I said hi earlier. I'm not sure if my husband's laughing at me or somebody else. He's across the table from me. Well, that direction. It's like comments from the peanut gallery over there. Let's see. I'm definitely going to have to get my, I got the Nightbot working for Matt, so I know how to do it. I thought I had already made it moderator on my account, and I really didn't want to take a chance of dropping everything. To get
see,
that.
as long as you're on a computer, you can open up another page and look at your Nightbot and not close this out.
Okay.
As long as you have somebody on the panel, you can leave and go do whatever you want to do.
Well,
and it'll stay up.
That was a good thing. One of the, I think it was the second night that Matt went on, we lost internet. And thankfully, I still had it up on my phone. And there were, I don't remember if it was you or not, probably though. But there was a couple people still up on panel. And boy, I was running across the room and pulling it up and had him back up on that. But I was worried there for a minute. But let's
that's
see.
a pretty cool thing about StreamYard. And it used to be it wouldn't shut down even if you didn't have nobody up there. If you didn't hit end, it just kept going. But eventually they changed that. But you have like 5 minutes or something like that to get back on before it shuts down. But as long as you have somebody on the panel, you can go do whatever.
Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. And the other thing I needed to figure out, though, and I'll do it again when we get off tonight, is on my phone in Safari, I actually need to log out of it there, because what's happened is I've come up on Matt's panel, and then that one time I said I was getting off, and it thought I was the main person. So do
you have both of your accounts on your phone?
Well,
that's how Maria has her. Maria can switch from her StreamYard to my StreamYard, and that's what happened with us. She came in on my StreamYard, and then when she left, it ended my stream.
And I would have thought that when I used his link to go into the, to go up on his panel, that it should have defaulted to mine, but it, you know what I'm saying, that I was a guest, not the main person. But nope. So
that's what I thought too, because I used
that's
the link that you dropped. And
I blame my iPhone. Just saying. I blame the iPhone. My Galaxy wouldn't do that to me.
All right, what are you showing? Oh, yeah, that's Matt's wallet that he got was your birthday?
Christmas.
For Christmas.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's all.
You want to go get
probably close to.
Do you know how to do all that stuff too, Matt?
He's asking if you know how to do all of it. He knows the basics. He's done some work.
Oh, I know how to do leather work.
I know.
I'm just not as good as Mom.
Yeah, Mom just has.
You can make me a pair of boots then.
Momo is saying she can make embroidery machine patches. She does have an embroidery machine, so she can make patches like that. We, her mom even did, we even have everything we need in storage to be able to do stained glass windows if you want. I mean, our whole family is just a crafting. Matter of fact, I'm not sure if in this lighting you can see it very well. That's one of
Yep, that's it.
my grandmother's stained glass windows that she did. And the other one, if you've noticed behind you, sorry, try not to get everybody dizzy. Do you see that one right there?
Yep.
That is beautiful.
Oh, yes. And it is, you can probably tell from this angle. I mean, it's good sized. But there we go. Hi.
Android not smart enough to figure out that. Yeah, if my Android would have switched to my account on the same. Unlike the iPhone.
Mic too bright. There we go. Much better. It says Cutie knows how to crochet. Cool. Mom's been crocheting. What kind of stuff do you like to crochet?
I've always wanted to learn how to do quilting.
Quilling?
And yeah, and it's just because I know quilts are like seriously expensive.
Yes.
And I want a quilt so bad.
The thing, there's so much work. I mean, that's one of the things, like with my mother-in-law doing those dream catchers. I'm like, even she goes, but the supplies don't cost much, and so I'm only doubling the cost of the supplies. I'm like, yeah, but it takes 5 hours to do it.
Yep.
Right.
That's
and it
5
does
hours
too.
of your day. You know, that's where it comes in. I mean, like,
yeah.
Oh,
when I was making the dream catchers, when I was making the dream catchers back when I was a teenager,
I mean, it's funny.
And early 20s, I used to make the small ones. I made the big ones. I made heart-shaped ones. We made the ones that had the leather front on them. I mean,
those are the ones I think are really neat. I like the ones with the leather. Like, I've seen some of them where you've got your ring and you have a leather thing. I'd like to do this with some of Mom's stuff, and then you use the what's that stuff called? The sinew, and you tighten that piece of leather up in the middle of the dream catcher. I think that would be fantastic. Well, we've talked about doing some things like that because, like, we're already setting up for this coming Christmas in the town near us. They have Home for the Holidays.
Tell Mom all that I just dropped his link if she wants to go join his.
Okay, Mom, go click on that link that Matt just put on there, and that's so you can go to Frontier Survivals and be able to follow him. But being able to do a cross section of the different, or a mashup of the different things to put together, like we were just talking about, being able to do the dream catcher with the leather, and then our daughter, she does dangly things and beads or whatever, and just incorporate all the different stuff
too. I'm like right there with you guys. I love doing the crafty stuff.
It's what I have a problem with, and I'm so glad Cassidy spoke up this last year. I look at the things she does and I'm like, oh, we can sell that. And I look at something else and I'm like, oh, I can do that and we can sell that. Because when money's tight, you're trying to look for everything you can. And, all right, can I make this? Can I build this? Can I, what can I do? And how can I help out the family? I mean, our son, all right, we live in the country, but we're frontage right on a really busy road. I mean, they call it a farm to market road. And, people are going by, the posted speed limit 65, it's 60. People think it's 65 and they drive 70. And our son decided that he was going to earn some money. And he made some signs, and my aunt called and she's like, do you know your son's sitting out by the road? I'm like, okay, go out there. He was trying to sell something, and we're all looking for different ways. And one time Cassidy finally told me, she goes, I just want to have fun at this show. It's not all about it's getting back to the crafting, the enjoyment of it. Let's see here. who Cutie was asking me what I do on my channel.
Brother Frontier.
My channel, as far as the Texans Down Under, what happened was we during that big freeze we had back in February here in Texas, we lost all the pipe underneath our house, and it was a nightmare. It's like every time I thought I had it fixed, there was more going on. So it was this joke, since we had family and friends down in Australia, that we were Texans down under our house. But thank you very much for all the help in the house. Matt's showing me stuff. But when all that stuff got messed up, I was under there. There was a few times I was under there for 8 hours, and I had to take a break, and I had to feel like I was communicating to somebody. So I started making little videos, and I was putting them up on Facebook. So now I'm trying to turn those around and put them on here. But my channel is probably going to have also quite a bit to do with my candy and with doing the family tree stuff, and really just talking to people about the things that they're interested in, like right now with the crafting and stuff. I'm always fascinated with what people do and why they decide to do it. Like, you know,
Right.
you said you do crocheting and stuff. I mean, you know, there's just different. My mom has a friend of hers from when she was a kid that she takes, and if you know crocheting, you can understand how big of a deal this is. She single crochets like a king size blanket.
Make sure you say hello to the huntsman.
Oh, is the huntsman in the house? Hello, hello. Thank you for stopping by. This friend of ours, she did an entire blanket, king size blanket, and single crochet, and then she got a cross stitch pattern, and using yarn did this entire picture of horses and stuff. So you've got you're using the skills of cross stitch, and this blanket was massive, and then people want to buy it for like $20. It's like, you realize it took her a year to make that. That's, you know.
Yeah, that's a lot of time and work put into that.
People, that's one of the hardest things in doing craft fairs, is people come up sometimes and they're thinking they're at a yard sale. You know,
Yeah.
We're not trying to get rid of.
I know there's a lot of people that figure, well, you know, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, well, their supplies is cheap, so we can buy it for cheap.
Exactly.
Well, the supplies might be cheap enough, but the work that you have to put into it and the time that you have to put into it is not.
Mm-hmm. When I went to school for engineering, one of the first days in one of our classes, the professor was talking to us, and he said, you know, there's this guy who was an engineer, and he worked for this company for a long time, and then he retired. And about a year later, somebody called him up. They're like, we've got this problem. You're the only one that can fix it. Please just come on, just come in and just look at this problem and see if you can figure out where we're doing it wrong. And he's like, well, how much are you going to pay me? And they're like, we don't care. Just, you can send us an invoice and just come in and get this fixed. He's like, all right. Well, he comes in, they've got this huge problem worked out on the board, and he looks it over, and then he walks up and he takes the chalk and he just turns one subtraction sign into a positive sign. And he says, there you go. And the scientists, they're all looking at it and they're like, oh, wow, you're right. That's what it was. That's what it was. And he's like, great. All right, well, I'll send you the invoice next week. He gets a call the next week. You sent us an invoice for $50,000. He's like, yeah. It's like, but all you did was make one mark. And he's like, yeah, well, it was $1 for the mark. It was $49,999 for knowing where to put it.
Right.
So with the crafting and stuff, if you know how to do it, great, do it. But if you do, you're going to realize how much time, effort, and you know, yarn. You know, when you have to use 10 spools of yarn to be able to, or skeins or whatever they are, if you have to use 10 of them to make a blanket, there's 6 a piece. That's $60 just in supplies. You know,
right.
That's not, you know, we've talked before about, you know, earlier tonight we were talking about doing YouTube as a business. You have to look at it that way. You can't just randomly throw stuff up. And part of that is learning things, putting the time in of going to the other channels and watching them and everything else. Obviously, you have to have good content, but you have to learn how this stuff works. And we were having the echo earlier. You know, if what you're sending out is not quality, then who's going to take the time to stick around through the commercials and everything to be able to, even if what you're doing is placement stuff, you know, not really worrying about the particular advertisements through this platform, but having someone sponsor you. If you're having all kinds of technical difficulties, then that's not going to be something they want to be part of. So there's a lot of education, self-education you have to do if you really want to be able to get your show out there. So to make a long haul situation in it. Mom, I'm so glad that you're able to join us tonight. For those who don't know, Mama over there with Crisscross Streams, she's heading to sleep for tonight, but she's the one that does the leather we talk about sometimes, and she was on for a bit earlier. Sometimes. Yeah, she gets talked about a lot. She has her own channel too. She does have her own channel now. We finally talked her into doing it. So let me see here. Oh, did Dad join in? Not sure what name he's decided to go with. Oh, Matt just dropped for Sue. Let me see here.
You tell Willie that's the person he needs to pick up and go watch her and learn how to set up his Nightbot.
All right, Hillbilly, you did everything you could to get around the yes. Anyway, well, except for Nightbot's not on right now, so you're still hanging around. Thank you. I appreciate you sticking around with us for so long. So any other crafts that people like to do? I'll talk about.
I know that this is your channel. I want you to know I deleted that message out of your chat, so nobody in the chat can see it now.
Okay.
It's up to you if you would like me to hide them off your channel.
If I'd like to what?
Block them off your
all
channel.
that. Yeah, Matt, we don't need any of that.
What?
Hillbilly Fishing Adventures. Do you see what they have up?
I got it. I took care of it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I put some things in on the Nightbot, but obviously after tonight, I'm going to have to go in and get it to where it's actually working on mine like I do for Matt's. But yeah, this isn't the stream where, well, certain terms and everything. I mean, yes, I've been involved with church.
Nightbot is cool, man. Nightbot is so cool. You can put all kinds of different words in there for it to block.
Right. Yep.
Hillbilly Fishing Adventures is not Willie?
I get
No,
it's not, apparently, because they're saying hi to Willie.
I hid them from your
I
channel.
do talk about myself that way,
that.
but I do it on my channel.
Right. Well, it's like when Matt and I first met, some of his family, you know, they there's couples that joke around, they call each other names and stuff. I don't know, I didn't grow up with that. You know, I just never had a desire to insult a person I care about. That's not how you tell somebody you care about them. And I know for some people it's joking and everything else, but somebody in Matt's life, family, we'll just leave it at that, would call him all kinds of names, and it was all in fun, you know.
Right.
And once we were engaged and everybody actually knew we were, I said, when you do that, you're insulting me. They're like, well, no, I wouldn't insult you. You know, I'm like, no, because he's my choice. That's who I've chosen to be my husband. And when you insult him, you're insulting my choice.
Right.
And a lot of people just don't see it that way. You don't disrespect my husband, and I do my best to not disrespect. I mean, we may joke and tease around on here, but you'll notice I never call him a name that's not, you know, fun. You know.
Yeah.
I'll tease him and we'll play around.
In front of mixed company, she doesn't. She does.
Yeah.
At home,
Now,
I get verbally abused all the time.
Oh, quit that. No. He gets verbally abused, like, will you please take the trash out? That's verbal abuse as far as he's concerned.
She is.
Uh-huh. He's like, it is. But no,
She beats me with a stick.
when we first got married, he thought you could yell and cuss and that was how you won the argument. And I told him, I'm like, no, that's not how this works.
Yeah, that's not how you win the argument.
I'm not one of these women that you used to date. I'm your wife, and you're going to speak to me as your wife. And at first, he was really stunned, I think, that I turned around and just walked off. Kind of hard to have an argument that way. But
yes, she gets mad at me every time I do it.
Years later, though, he admitted that it's different when you have to actually think your way through an argument. If you can't just default to a cuss word or screaming, then then at least when you win, you know you won.
Right.
But let's see here. Who do we have? Anybody else new that's come in? Hilljack Catfishing is saying good night. Let me see. Let me see. Anyway, just kind of wandering around over there sometimes. I guess we're possibly hitting a point where we'll kind of wrap it up for tonight. Coming up on 2 hours. Matt, no surprise, he maxed out his StreamYard.
I went over.
We're gonna have to. We will most likely be subscribing, but at the timing of it, we just couldn't do it right now. And his month doesn't reset till next week.
Unless somebody wants to make a donation.
But anyway, I have things to say too sometimes, folks. I have a lot of things to say. I love talking to people. I could do this all day. Just give me some Biotine mouth moistener stuff and,
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could say that. I feel like there's, at least a few people I connect enough with that I can talk to.
Right.
But I couldn't sit on here and do this. And I'm so camera shy, I won't get, I hate being on camera.
Me too.
You know what I noticed one of the reasons why I have so little of my videos up so far, because I have, let's just say we never did fully get the house, all the water back before all the storms hit. And then this summer. So It's finally cooling off. Matt and I were actually just walking around the house earlier today saying, okay, we have to be able to get back to this area to be able to get back under and everything. But when I'm making like an instructional video, I'm like this. I'm very serious.
Okay.
And that doesn't come across that great.
Can you bring your video up?
Which one?
The cotton candy, and play it and ask them if they can see what the problem is.
Did you see my cotton candy video?
No.
The tote, you didn't see. I'm not sure. I might even still have it over here.
Is it on your channel?
Yes, it is.
Because I gotta go watch some of your videos.
Okay, here's
yeah.
Yes, you see this cotton candy here? I'm going to show you something. It's sealed. Okay, that's the factory seal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see if you can tell. Can you see that there's something in there? That is a glove.
Yeah.
That's a glove.
It's a glove?
It is a glove. In the video, you can see it a lot better if you go and watch the video.
Oh, wow.
There is a glove in my cotton candy.
I just sent it to you
on
Messenger.
Yeah. Yep. Now the thing of it is as far as, people say, oh, I'm going to sue and everything else. No one ate it. No one was injured.
Right.
If anything, their only responsibility is to supply me a new one. But honestly,
right.
I just think it's funny. So it's a neat, cool thing. But I had put up a little video about it. Some people probably think it's fake or whatever. It's not like it's going to get me anything, even if it was. But yep, it's real.
Right.
There's a glove.
You're right. It's funny that you showed that, because it's like you just said, it wasn't open. Nobody took
Right.
anything out of it. So it didn't
Right.
hurt anybody, you know.
It's,
So yeah,
you know, it's just that we'll call it, I'm more concerned with where's the other glove?
right.
Where's the other glove? You know, and how did someone not realize it was missing? You know,
Right.
it wouldn't,
And I
what
mean,
I meant,
like you just showed the containers they're putting them in. It's clear.
Right.
You can
Yes.
see through it.
Yes. And what I want to do, I have a scale that I use to measure when I'm doing my candy, because I do it all by weight. And I'm wanting to measure it next to a regular, you know, one that doesn't have a glove in it. I'm curious if there's a weight
Right.
difference, because you would think that would be something that would trigger. Cotton candy's light.
Right.
A glove you would think would tip the scales, like literally.
Okay.
So
Right.
if
But
you've
see,
ever
I've
watched,
worked in food factories like that, and they
Oh, really?
they don't weigh it, not like cotton candy like that, but
Right.
like frozen pizzas and stuff like that. I've done, and
Right.
not every product is weighed.
Wow.
The quality control comes out like once every half hour or something like that, and
And kind of
checks
spot
them out,
checks.
and then runs the metal detector over a couple, and then they just spot check, weigh a couple pizzas, and then go back in the office for another half hour.
Wow. You see, I guess I'm thinking like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, where the girl wants to be the goose and she sits on it and it, you know, it's a dud and it goes.
Yeah.
So that's not real? All right. I'm going to sign off for the night. Thank you so much. And thank you for sticking around when we were having that problem with the echo and helping us get things figured out and moving along. I do hope to do things more often. Like I said, I'm a much happier person in person. No, on video. It's good. Like I tell my friends, I'll see you on Facebook. Sometimes that's the only way we keep in touch. But when I'm doing a recorded video, I'm just so serious. I guess because it just has more. I want to make sure the information's there and blah 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 blah. And
Right.
Really and truly, I just like connecting with people. And I admit I like talking about where I've been and what I've done. But I also, part of that is that conversation of what other people have done. You know, I loved traveling when my dad was in the military. It was just, you know, new cultures, new places. I was always excited to see what was around the next corner. So y'all have a good night. And
You too.
You take care. I'm glad that y'all both jumped on. And we will
You're very
see
welcome.
you. We will be seeing you again, I'm sure. All right. Take care. God
Yep.
bless.
Oh, of course.
Bye.
Good night.